It's been a while since a steering wheel is the first thing I see when I wake up. Hey everybody, it's Daniel, the canary uncaged. Hello. I look tired. I am tired. I got maybe a couple hours of broken sleep last night. I'm back in the car. So grateful to have it. But it is difficult. You know, sometimes my life feels like Groundhog Day. And so I've just sort of decided to kind of come out here and kind of center myself. This is a big transition. I'm not at all far from the trailhead, and I've already found a 4-leaf clover with a flower, which that's a first. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to figure out how to press this one. I actually framed the last one that I found. I think it'll make a nice dashboard decoration. My goal is to heal, and I hope to capture that journey on this channel. Or maybe I'll fall apart, but either way, I'm going to video it. Yeah, it's hard being just sort of forced into these situations, and I don't like the way that this chronic illness has limited me. Poverty and trauma can result from chronic illness, but they can also certainly exacerbate chronic illness. Stress does not help one bit. And also, it can contribute to the development of chronic illness in the first place, And I know, at least for me personally, I've been in survival mode my entire life. I didn't even realize it for the longest time, because you think what you're born into is normal, I can't help but feel at least a little calmer doing these hikes. This is really where I find my peace. And I do believe that nature is going to be a big part of my healing process. I am healing with a gentle sense of honeysuckle and the breeze and the sunlight. But I'm not gonna pretend it's easy, There's so many things that you can do in theory, Carnivore diet, candida diet, grounding, but it's like when you're at the point where all food, causes symptoms, when you're at the point where, the dirt sets you off, it's hard, it's hard. I've been on this wellness journey for a decade at this point, and it's gotten to the point where I realize that the missing piece has been sort of nervous system work. I know some people find a lot of benefit from structured programs. I really struggle, visualizing for an hour a day, it's not gonna happen, But I have little practices that I've been adopting. Still, years of trauma and poverty and, just being unmoored, not having a home base, not really having like a tribe, and it gets to the point where, it's hard to find your tribe when you're just busy surviving, Like all of these things feed into each other. And it almost feels like I have to kind of make like a jump, because I don't really know how, I want to earth more, but I can't sit on the ground because of a pelvic pain condition, nerve compression. I don't know how to stand on the ground, and then how do I even take my shoes on and off without like falling over, you know what I mean? Like it's hard when things have progressed to a certain point. But I'm not giving up yet. I'm gonna share more of what's been working for me. I'm a work in progress. I'm gonna share my story too, because I think trauma just really isn't talked about enough when it comes to wellness, Even just living in this day and age, we have many benefits that our ancestors didn't, but it's a very fast, stressful, and dark world a lot of the time. So I guess I'm gonna try to enjoy this hike, but peace out, everybody. I'm hanging in there. I hope y'all are too. Catch you later. And I'm not sure how this will work with the flower, but I'm going to let it keep the groove build Ani company